Now let's move towards body paragraph. In as basic essay structure, we have seen that in body paragraph we have to write topic sentence, linker idea explanation, linker idea explanation. First, let's summarize it. Topic sentence means we have to represent our theme. Then we have to write our linker. That firstly, secondly, it is one type of linker. Then we have to write main idea, then we have to explain it, then another linker like furthermore, in addition, moreover, then another idea, then another explanation of that idea. So this is our basic structure of body paragraph. Now let's start with the body paragraph 1. Here they have asked about causes. So in body paragraph 1 we will cover causes. How many causes? 2 causes. So let's read the body paragraph and decode our essay structure. First one, discussing the contributing factors. The most evident one is, now let's see only this, discussing the contributing factors. So these represent the theme of our body paragraph. That contributing factors means causes. So this body paragraph will be related to causes. The most evident one is, it is linker. So that we can see that, okay, now we are going to write about our first main cause. So discussing the contributing factors, the most evident one is, now we have to write our main idea. Let's see that. The pursuit of better employment. Whenever we read these ideas, then we will understand that, okay, now we are going to explain this idea. That what is the main cause behind this situation? The pursuit of better employment. So this is the central theme of our idea. Now we have to elaborate it. Now we will use linker for that also. This is in between linker. This is not starter or linker for adding another information. Whenever we are comfortable that we can add linker which helps in our explanation, at that time we can use this type of linker. So to justify it further, in rural areas, economies are largely reliant on agriculture. First, see this statement that they have mentioned that in rural areas, economies are largely reliant on agriculture. This is sort of background statement, okay, so that we can understand the background behind this situation. That in normal rural areas, these type of scenarios is there. Then, offering limited job opportunity beyond farming. Then they have stated the first point that job opportunities are very limited beyond farming. First we are going to focus on task response and coherence cohesion. Then later on we are going to focus on vocab as well as grammar point of view. Clear? So they have mentioned their background statement. Then they have mentioned his particular first point that job opportunities are very limited in rural areas because economies are largely reliant on agriculture. So beyond farming there is no job opportunities or it is less. So what? In contrast, see that first they have mentioned in rural areas, then in another point they have written that in contrast cities. So they are trying to say that the opposite scenario is there in cities area. What type of scenario? In contrast, cities fueled by industrialization. This is the extra information written to support your viewpoint. That why cities? Because in cities we can see that it is fueled by industrialization, in sort of boosted by, provide a diverse range of employment options. First, we have mentioned that in cities there is a lack of job opportunity, but whereas in the in rural areas there is a lack of job opportunity, but in cities there are diverse range of employment options. Why? Because of industrialization. So what? Which attracts individuals seeking better financial prospects. So this is your last statement, that which attracts individuals seeking better financial prospect. So here we can see that firstly they have written background statement, step 1.1, that lack of job opportunity. Then contrast cities area, there are diverse job opportunities. And last one is related to result or effect. We always consider that we should ensure that always the last statement of our explanation must be linked with essay topic. that why they have moved from rural areas to cities. The effect is to seek better financial prospect, and we can connect it with our essay idea, better job employment. So effect is better financial prospect. So we can see that our first idea is completed here. Clear? So we have seen that topic sentence, linker, idea, linker for explanation, their explanation. So this is our first idea. Now, furthermore, whenever examiner read this type of linker, they will understand that okay, student has written another idea after this. Another one of the factor is the lack of essential service in rural areas. Here, linker, this is also extension of linker. Another one of the factors. So here we are going to mention another cause behind this scenario. What is the idea? Idea is the lack of essential service. But where? In rural areas. So idea is lack of essential service. But now we have to explain it. So to explain, we have written linker, like to be more precise. So here we are going to give the explanation. Now let's read the explanation part. Villages are not developed as much as metro cities. Now see that once again we have written background statement to set up the scenario that villages are not developed as much as metro cities. So we have done comparison as well, because in essay topic we have seen that they have written cities as well as rural areas. So we have compared it. Now, rural communities often lack access to quality education, healthcare, and adequate housing. First, understand this. What is the scenario? That in rural communities, means in a village or in rural area, often lack access to quality education, healthcare, and adequate housing. First, here we have written essential service, but we have to explain it, that which type of essential service. So first one is education, healthcare, and adequate housing. These are the basic necessity. But in rural area, there is a lack of access to these type of essential service. So we have explained it. So now what is the after effect? So after effect is this: it compels the residents to move to cities. But why? In search of higher standard of living. It compels, here we have written with the good grammatical structure, compelling residents to move to cities in search of a higher standard of living. So we can see that this is our after effect or final effect, which is connected with our essay topic, that why will people from rural area are migrating to cities. So this is about task response and coherence cohesion. Now we are going to focus on grammar and lexical resource, but before that, see this explanation portion so you can understand it.